See y'all when I see y'all. A little bit of these. Whoa, ha, ha, ha. That was just like a. Hey, Grand Madam, how you doing? I am so ready to show these people what you supposed to be doing when you call yourself celebrating something or celebrating somebody. Clearly, we do not understand the definition. Well, we do, but they don't understand the definition of the term celebrate. You know what I'm saying? If I'm celebrating you on your birthday, I'm not gonna be talking about your daughter or your sister or your brother peripherally, but it's your day. And that's the part of that they ain't getting about it. You know what I'm saying? They just and they did the same thing, the same exact thing to Luke Cage back in 22. When his 50th anniversary 60th, 60th anniversary, 50th anniversary came up. Just we don't get no love. 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 What up, Ronnie J in the building? Ronnie J, what you say? What you say, Ronnie J? Thank you, sir, for pulling up tonight. We in the building. We in the building, and I got some things for you. I got some did you know? That kind of stuff. Oh, my guy, Kamoyo King in the building. Salute, Mr. President. Black Panther fan group. We Black Panthering out here tonight. Yeah, y'all pulling up for it. Everybody say hi to everybody. I know how y'all like to do in the chat. So I'm way past beyond trying to circumvent that in any way, shape, or form. So talk amongst yourselves. I actually have a couple things here on the other side of the room that I need to grab. Yeah. Celebrate the Black Panther. How? I gotta break out the mezco. The event calls for it. No, it demands it. Oof. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. See, another sign. Ha! We here tonight. We are here tonight. We're here tonight. To discuss, exchange ideas, thought processes, remember, remind. That's a big one. And be vigilant in everything we doing. What's up, Groovy? What's up? What's happening? We up in here. I'm kind of amped tonight. I like that y'all here. Hello and welcome. Now, let's get to the business of physical. Now, these came together. This is one of my little accessories that I got. You can see that up close. That's a little Black Panther, and that's the Shuri on top. If we feeling some kind of way about it, Shuri ain't necessarily got to be on top because they fit both ways. You understand what I'm saying? But I say all of that to say this. You can have Black Panther and Shuri together, or you can have just Shuri. But you can't have Shuri without Black Panther and expect it to not come up short. Be short, like a midge. And not only are you're hurting your pockets, you're hurting what you believe to be a legacy. It don't become no legacy when you never gave it time to become a legacy in the first place. And I ain't gonna dwell on the cinematic, but I just felt moved to say, if we're gonna use the word iconic, hang on a second. Gotta say hey to Anansi, who's saying hey to all of y'all, and I know that's gonna take about 5 more minutes for y'all to get done doing that. But what I wanted to say is, if you gonna say Chadwick Boseman's performance as the Black Panther was iconic, did you say we just canceling that because we ain't wanting anybody else to play him? Or nah, it couldn't have been because no one else can play the role, because guess what? Now we talking about somebody else picking up the role. So did somebody lie? Think about it. You know what I'm saying? But I got looked at crazy because I knew it was bullshit from the get-go. When I heard it, oh shit, why is that so damn bright? Turn that shit down. Anyway, it's yeah, and that's my whole thing. You trying to heap all this honor on him, or what you saying is honor. Meanwhile, you slow stroking it fiscally. How can you have one actor ever play Wolverine that's more closer to saying something's iconic, even if it's by default? At least he been Wolverine in 19 freaking movies, or however many movies it's been. He done been Wolverine in more than 7 movies. So is it just in my heart, what I believe it is the concept that the Black Panther represents scares European people. It scares them. I feel like it truly scares them. Like, oh, they already are physically adept and powerful and swift and strong, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are. And it's like, I don't want to mess around and find out. So then you add on top of that, they got a mind. Well, yeah, that's what's the source of pride to us might be a nightmare to them. So Could that be the overreaching reason that they don't want to, give up no Panther love? All right, it's a party now. My brother Theo in the head ass. What's good, goody, good, my bruv. I saw the topics. Yeah, okay. Yeah. As long as you don't crash out no more. Anyway, what I wanted to say is, do we realize where a lot of what the Black Panther actually is comes from? What am I talking about? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. All right. The Phantom. Okay. Now, if y'all don't fool with me long enough, y'all done heard me one or two times talk about the Phantom. Matter of fact, got the latest issue. It'll be coming at you. But that ain't what we talking about. We talking about the Phantom as it relates to the origin story of T'Challa. Okay. Do you understand that Ulysses Claw, and here we go with some history, Ulysses Claw pulling up on Wakanda is not the first time a member of his family has pulled up on a member of T'Challa's family. Did y'all know that? See, that because it wasn't for you, girl. Shut down, go and sleep. That's what I named her. What can I say? Anywho, so she gonna wake up a lot. So if y'all hear her popping up, bloop, bloop, bleeping, don't trip. Anyways, so you could say the contention between the family of Azuri, T'Chaka, and T'Challa had beef with Ulysses. You know what? I'm gonna quiet you down. You gonna have to go in quiet mode, girl, because you're talking too much tonight. Let me put it right there. Anywho, that legacy carried on both sides of their family. So it was beef with granddad, and now it's beef with the father and the son through that generation. Much in the same way that the Sing pirates in the Phantom mythos are a legacy as well. And of course, we know the Phantom is a legacy, of course. And someone from the Sing Brotherhood killed Kit Walker's dad, who was the Phantom at the time. But now Kit Walker is the current Phantom, and he ends up seeking revenge on the cat who killed his dad. Now, I know a kill and revenge story is pretty run-of-the-mill for most mythoses, but ain't it a coincidence that he becomes a stealthy character that uses the darkness and stuff to his advantage? And you know what I'm saying? Is it just coincidental? Because I'm not saying they peeled the Phantom off and put the Black Panther in. I'm saying the elements of that feel the same way. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just because I feel Phantom and I feel Black Panther, and I'm just trying to merge the two too much. Could that be what it is? Question. I got a few visual aids here. Cold Tiger. That's my version of Cold Tiger. That is part of the Panther Patrol. You look at it real close, you can see what it consists of. And if you don't, I tell you, this right here is a the what if T'Challa with the what if T'Challa became Star-Lord. This is that head. Of course, this is Killmonger's body and the habit, and the original Black Panther, that his cape. And I just painted the red on the inside, gave it like gold accents, which in my opinion, I feel like is much cooler. But it commemorates the first ever look of the Black Panther. Maybe, since we doing all of this AI and mock-ups, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we, you know what I mean? Well, I got it at the house, but if y'all need to, do a mock-up or, holler at me, I send you a couple pictures, you understand? But what I'm getting at is, what if it had always been or was always meant to be Cold Tiger? With his face out. Was it because, Stan and Jack, they was like two Jewish guys and they weren't really thinking about it, and because Jim Crow never affected them directly. Let's just put this black guy's face on here. Yeah, let's call it T'Challa. You know what I mean? That's Stan talking. And decided that's what they was gonna do. But then somebody, higher up said, in with his face out? No, we ain't finna do that. You're gonna have to take that back to the drawing board, soul brother. You know what I mean? And so we had full face. When he popped up in the Fantastic Four, full face. But somebody wanted to be slick. And what is the fascination with the number 52 in Black Panther? You know what I'm saying? Made his debut. Fantastic Four, number 52. First met Daredevil. Daredevil, number 52. Joined the Avengers. Avengers, number 52. Is that a coincidence, or is that something that's done on purpose? Anyway, I digress. He joins the Avengers in Avengers number 52 and open face. Like with the Batman mask, open face. I'll say, did you not get the memo? We don't want any black face whatsoever, man. None. Cover him up. That's why I enjoy Ultimate Black Panther so much. You get to see his face. We've come a long way. We've come a long way. That's what happens when you push and you strive for something. Or you just a cat who's in the right place at the right time and go, I want to bring back that open face thing. What up, Brian Hill and Stefano Caselli? I see y'all out there with that Ultimate Black Panther thing going on. So shouts out to that. Furthermore, do y'all want to do a timeline? I know we only 20 minutes in, but I want to do a timeline because I think we need to understand where the Black Panthers come from and how far we got to go. Have we seen this book before? We've seen this book before, right? This is the ultimate Black Panther guide. I like the ultimate Black Panther guide. It's by DK. If anybody come in wanting to know, it's published by DK, but it's got a pretty darn accurate timeline. I like that jungle action picture. Jungle action picture. What y'all know about jungle action? Shouts out, Rich Buckler. Okay. Now, are y'all ready to hear the timeline? Because we start the timeline and it ends just before the events of the intergalactic empire of Wakanda storyline. So that's how much we got in this timeline. So this book's around like what, 20, 21, 22, somewhere around that timeline. Okay, so here we go. Black Panther T'Chaka and Queen Yame adopt white orphan Hunter to raise as their son. Yame dies soon after giving birth to T'Chaka's firstborn son. T'Chaka's second wife, Ramonda, gives birth to T'Challa's half-sister, Shuri. Queen Ramonda vanishes, and all mention of her is forbidden at court. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Panther's Quest. Young T'Challa discovers his brother Hunter is torturing citizens as head of the Hatut Saraze secret police. Teenage T'Challa undergoes his walkabout manhood ritual and meets young orphan Aurora. Sent to study abroad, T'Challa graduates from Oxford University and completes his studies in the U.S. during T'Challa's absence. N'Baza rules Wakanda. N'Baza. He's not a Black Panther. He just rules Wakanda. Claw invades Wakanda and murders T'Chaka. He is driven off by the returned Prince T'Challa, who becomes known as the Orphan King. T'Challa's best friend, Batumba, is exposed as an AIM agent for stealing vibranium for the science terrorists. AIM, advanced idea mechanics. All right. So in between the time he returns from his studies abroad, it's when he runs into Batumba, takes the heart-shaped herb, and then does that whole thing with the AIM agents. See Avengers number 87. T'Challa attacks the Fantastic Four to assess his worthiness and readiness to hunt Claw. Claw battles the Fantastic Four and T'Challa, and beaten, the villain is converted into living sound by his own machine. Girl hush. Nazi war criminal Zemo seemingly returns, and the Black Panther calls in Captain America. On Captain America's recommendation, the Black Panther joins the Avengers. Okay. Now I can skip over a lot of this because a lot of it I know y'all know. Wakandan region, N'Baza dies, and the T'Challa and the Black Panther returns to rule his nation. The lion god attacks him, hoping to steal the mystic secrets of the panther god. After a year conflict, Killmonger dies in a final battle against the Black Panther. Ed Killmonger tries to conquer. Oh, whoop! I read that wrong. Ed Killmonger tries to conquer Wakanda using superpowered minions and dinosaurs. That's Panther's rage. After a year conflict, Killmonger died. There we go. T'Challa meets the Falcon and constructs devices enabling him to fly like a bird. Think somebody was talking about that earlier. Where Monica Lynn's sister is murdered, the Black Panther investigates and is captured and brainwashed by the Dragon Lord cult. Back in Africa, the Black Panther searches for King Solomon's frogs with Abner Little. Unknown to anyone, King Solomon's frogs materialize the Black Panther's future self in the present. The Black Panther's half-brother Jakara uses raw vibranium to mutate himself into a world-shattering monster. The Black Panther invades Kyber Island to stop a madman consuming the life energy of Wakandans. See Black Panther number 11. Jack Kirby run. He has some like weird fourth world commandy looking stuff going on in this run. The Black Panther opens the Wakanda embassy in New York and is ambushed by Claw. 14 and 15 of the Jack Kirby series. Monica Lynn and Kevin Trueblood restore the Black Panther's suppressed memories, and he crushes the Dragon Circle cult. Shortly after that, the war between Wakanda and Atlantis is narrowly averted with the help of the Defenders. Defenders number 85, 86, 87, somewhere around that number. Where are we at? Black Panther and the Thing battle zombie vampires in Uganda beside Brother Voodoo. That would be Marvel 2 and 1, number 40. Check and see. The Panther infiltrates South Africa to rescue his stepmother, Ramonda. Stepmother. Black Panther confronts ecology-wrecking Bane as a Knight of Pendragon. Ooh, if you know, you know. Wakandan expatriate Solomon Prey brings drug abuse and street crime to T'Challa's Golden Kingdom. Here we go again. Black Panther, Black Axe, and Africa pacify war-torn Mohanda, expelling arms dealers, Cardinal Technologies. Again, if you know, you know. When the Fantastic Four break up, the Black Panther forms and leads the new team, Fantastic Force. Salute to the grill. Okay. Now, I can keep boring you because I got like 2 more pages of timeline to go. Y'all tell me if y'all tired of listening. If you're tired of listening, I'll give you a break. I can give you a break, but we can do something else. If you, we can do something else if this ain't, you know, just every now and then, you know, just sound off. Let me know. Y'all still rocking with it. If not, I'm gonna keep going. Because I got something after this. So Anyway, Demon Lord Mephisto. Ooh, I skipped a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, no, I didn't. Oh, here we go. The poster child for the Black Panthers American charity is murdered, bringing the Black Panther to the United States. With the Black Panther away in the U.S., tribal leader Achibe mounts a successful coup of Wakanda. We already at enemy to state. King in exile, Black Panther is assigned diplomatic aid Everett K. Ross while living in the U.S. See, told you. Demon Lord Mephisto reveals he is helping to sponsor the madman Achibe, who ousted Black Panther from power in Wakanda. See, that JR run was not the first time this had happened. With an international crisis brewing, Hunter attacks the Black Panther with his Mercenary Dogs Award, with that beautiful cover of the Black Panther just smacking Hunter and his war dogs all over in a pile. He's standing on a pile of them, and just it's some nice art. I think it is issue number 2 or 3 of the Priest run. And I think it's the original, not the variant. Anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, attempting to remove Achibe and a resurrected Killmonger. Wow. Black Panther manipulates the U.S. stock market, crashing the global economy. I remember that. Black Panther's economic maneuverings create political confusion to lead to the appointment of Everett Ross as the de facto ruler of Wakanda. Defeating the Black Panther in ritual combat, Killmonger becomes the new Black Panther. Near death, the Black Panther visits the Panther God realm where he battles Dream Demon Nightmare. Following an alien incursion, the Black Panther and Storm rekindle their romantic relationship. The Black Panther threatens war with Atlanteans and Lemuria to protect the child of deviant leader Gar. Disgraced Dora Milaje Nakia captures, torments, and tries to seduce the Black Panther. The Black Panther's dying future self is abducted and partially healed by genetic maverick Nightshade. Present-day Black Panther receives a fatal brain injury while battling a mind-controlled Iron Fist. An epic and convoluted plan to uncover and punish ex-con begins with the Black Panther declaring war on Tony Stark, enemy of the state, 2. Beside his dying future self, the Black Panther saves America from being conquered by ex-con and the White Wolf. While recovering in the U.S., the Black Panther trains New York PD detective Casper Cole to be a Black Panther. A Black Panther, not the Black Panther. An American-led coalition covertly attacked. Whoops, I got ahead of myself. Casper Cole, now White Tiger, joins a clandestine crew to clean up the streets of New York. Now, an American-led coalition covertly attacks Wakanda with superhumans and zombie soldiers. Okay. The Black Panther goes on a worldwide quest for a queen before proposing to his childhood sweetheart, Aurora Monroe. T'Challa weds X-Men Storm in Wakanda as anti-superhuman legislation provokes a civil war between America's superheroes. Now you see where we are specifically in the timeline. The royal newlyweds embark on a world tour of non-aligned nations in the wake of the superhuman civil war. U.S. suppression of superhumans grow. The Black Panther and Storm join Captain America's anti-government faction. Aurora and the Black Panther join Human Torch and the Thing in a new multiverse roaming Fantastic Four. Hey, we remember that one. The Black Panther and Storm repel an invasion of Wakanda by shape-shifting Skrulls. See Wakanda and Shuri becomes the new Black Panther when Doctor Doom kills T'Challa and he is later resurrected by Storm. Deprived of his Panther powers, T'Challa battles to save Wakanda from Doctor Doom. To end the Doom War, T'Challa destroys all the processed vibranium on Earth. T'Challa then defends Hell's Kitchen for Daredevil, earning the title, the most dangerous man alive. The Panther and his U.S. allies save Wakanda from a hostile financial takeover by the Kingpin, still dangerous man alive. T'Challa returns to Wakanda and is appointed King of the Dead by Panther God Bast. Fantastic Four. Avengers and X-Men go to war over the fate of mutant Hope Summers as the Phoenix Force approaches Earth. Wakanda is smashed by a tidal wave created by a Phoenix-possessed Submariner. Not little balls you throw. Pause. King T'Challa and Queen Aurora's marriage is annulled as the Avengers X-Men War concludes. It is at that point the Infinity event begins. The multiverse fractures, sparking intergalactic chaos with most Avengers off-world battling the crisis. Thanos' legions invade Earth. Black Panther convenes a new Illuminati think tank to combat the threat of incursions after capturing Black Swan. Theo was just talking about this recently. Shuri unalives, defending Wakanda when Thanos and Namor's cabal occupy the necropolis. Time runs out. Time runs out. Reality ends, and the Marvel Universe dies as time runs out. After a timeless period on Battleworld, the Black Panther returns to rule Wakanda on a reborn Earth. And here we go. Superhuman revolutionaries Tetu and Zenzi lead the people in an effort to overthrow Wakanda's government. The Black Panther Shuri returns from the Djalia with incredible powers. I should have been reading like that the whole time, huh? The Ultimates begin fixing universal problems by curing Galactus of his world-consuming hunger. Ultimates. T'Challa and the crew investigate the death of an activist connected to the secret history of African-American superhumans. We all know that one. And then the Black Panther goes in search of Africa's missing gods, the Orishas. That's T'Challa's timeline up to just before the intergalactic empire of Wakanda. So we can extrapolate from, well, we don't have to extrapolate from there because we have all of that history moving forward from there. Right after intergalactic empire of Wakanda, we had not the best run on Black Panther we've ever seen. Fortunately, Dr. Eve L. Ewing came behind that, and attempted to put in place something that made a lot more sense and was a whole hell of a lot more respectable. And we got a new cool ass costume for the Black Panther. Insert the events of Blood Hunt, and then you are just about where you need to be right now with Black Panther, minus events in Avengers and Miles Morales Spider-Man. Pretty much. So that's where we are to this day with the Black Panther. Remembering Black Panther for what he is and what he can do. And let's not forget, well, real quick before I get into that, I just want to say shouts out to the Warriors that's on this live right now and to the ones that's out there on X banging. I see you. I'm telling you, I see a lot of y'all. And it's like, it's conversations I'll be looking at and I'll be ready to jump in, but y'all be handling it so marvelously. Like, I feel like Raiden and like y'all are all Liu Kangs and y'all just tearing it up in the tournament. And I'm just like, I have nothing further to teach you, Liu Kang. you get it. You know, because you see the stuff I've been saying, the stuff Theo been saying, you see it now with your own eyeballs. You hear it now with your own tympanic membranes. And you know, you was like, I heard that fool D say that shit. I heard him say that exact same shit. I heard him say that shit was going to happen. I heard him say they was going to do that. And God bless America. What can I say, y'all? What can I say? Now, after 60 years, 60 years. Okay. 60 years is a long time in print. 60 years is a long time, hell, period. That's a long time. Now, you can't say, I had to pull it out. You can't say over 60 years you couldn't find a way to work this in to a monthly comic book that wasn't a team book that gives a respectful depiction of the character, unless it is your intent to dichotomize the character only to build it up again. If that is your intent, that's fine. I don't have no beef with nothing like that. I don't have no beef with that old shit. What I got a beef with is forcing the character into a mold that ain't him. You know what I'm saying? If I say I want the most dangerous man alive, fortunately, they gave me the most dangerous man alive. So in honor of the most dangerous man alive giving me that, I gave them that most dangerous man alive. That's my most dangerous man alive. Kit Bash, I'm done. Boom, bam. There's your most dangerous man alive. What's happening? Yeah? No? Well, that's who owned the Panther Patrol. Damn y'all. But stay vigilant. I like what y'all doing. I hear and see what y'all doing. Stay vigilant. Keep kicking them in their chest every time they say some dumb shit. keep punching them in their throat every time they say some dumb shit. I am proud of you. Oh my goodness. Talk can take a lot out of you, man. It do. Let me just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. These AI generations. You know what I'm saying? I'm absolutely over the moon about them. You know what I mean? What we doing now? See, how y'all gonna be doing all this civility stuff? You ain't right. You ain't right, boy. You ain't right. All right. Where was I? See, you threw me off. Anyway, where I was at was 60 plus years. What's it gonna take to make that B list A list or that C list B list, whatever you think it is? What's gonna take it to that next tier, which is basically monthly title? Consistent, dedicated monthly title. So it's dope. I like it. So when are we going to get that? And what's it going to take? Because do we have to face the fact that this character may potentially have to become ours? You know, own it outright, like the people of Green Bay, Wisconsin own the Green Bay Packers. I mean, there's a general manager, but if you know the history of the Green Bay Packers, you know it was the people that made that happen. So, something to consider. All I'm saying. And anytime somebody want to use a character, they got to pay us a percentage because ain't nobody dedicated to the character like we are. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way to ensure that it will be properly treated and respected. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not against a good adventure or storyline that breaks down a character, but you got to build them back up. Maybe, it could be argued that Muggs was too harsh. Nah, we wasn't harsh on the Ridley run. We wasn't. The Ridley run was harsh on T'Challa. And that's what we saw. And then, word came out, oh, this shit's getting ready to end. Also, this bullshit gonna stand as the last thing that went on with. And that's where we was with it. We didn't want it left that way. Fortunately, like I said before, Eve Ewing came along. Hey, Eve. And did her thing with the. I mean, she caused enough of a stir to keep people paying attention because everybody was like, she, that's a trans. Oh, he better not have no romantic relationship. Slow down. But it brought him back from what I like to call is purgatory. Chad Kinsler, damn. Now there's a name I ain't seen in a minute. What's up, bruh? Long time no see. What's going on with you, Big Chad? What's going on with you? But yeah, that was the last time respect got heaped on his name for the sake of a book, in my opinion. And like I said, I don't have no problem with folks breaking the character down. Born Again with Daredevil, that shit was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you broke him, broke him. You know what I'm saying? Man, he homeless damn near at one point. You know, eating at soup kitchens and shit. Yeah, you used to be a successful lawyer. You saw the growth in the story. You saw the surrender. You saw the, you know what I'm saying, him stripped down to his bed. But you also seen him claw his way back up. Him and the Kingpin going at it was classic shit. I mean, you can feel how you feel about John Romita Jr. art, but I mean, bruh, give me that. If you're gonna do that, you know, with the Black Panther, if you're gonna break him down to his very last compound, put him together better than what he was, or put him together with something learned that he can apply. We didn't see none of that. All the Ridley run gave him was recriminations as a character. He's sitting on a boat somewhere looking like a sucker. You the freaking king of Wakanda, man. I mean, maybe it took Carol coming to tell him that shit in Avengers, and he finally wrapped his brain around it. But, or he was like, damn, I might have to just pull up with the Intergalactic Empire and be like, get my shit back. But as we saw, that became unnecessary because he was like, I'm in charge now. Go on with that bullshit y'all doing. Don't nobody say nothing about it being kings in other places in comic books. But being a king in Wakanda seems to be the hardest stuff in the world to be. So we looking for reasons for him to not be the king of Wakanda. Now, if I were a citizen of England and like that the royal family actually ruled some shit and it wasn't just rich figurehead shit and they actually like affected decisions in the government and stuff like that, if I lived in a country like that and the king and the queen didn't stay in the country a whole lot, would I be bothered by that? No. I mean, if you know my lifestyle and how I get down, you know, hey, I'm out here saving the world for y'all. Wakanda's part of the world. But nah, Wakanda's got to be like, what up, Juju? What's going on? Good you're in here. Wakanda's got to be like, we don't want to be conforming. We don't want to act like people should act. We want to be unhappy with our government. Wait, that happens in real life. So we've been real life events. But if I'm the king, all I gotta do is say shut up. And they got tired of that, so we finna start protesting that. We protesting, we in the streets, we hollering and screaming. We got folks causing dissension through their powers. But you know what I'm saying? You got that kind of thing going on. So should he address his people as a whole? Because I feel like he goes through this a lot. I mean, I guess it's part of what happens with a monarchy. You know what I mean? Because it would be silly to say, all hail the empire of Wakanda, may it reign 1,000 years. And I think there's somebody in there that's like, I don't like this shit. Like my man on Belly with the hair, and he just sitting there eating that banana like, I don't like that shit at all. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna drop a dime on that food. So it's like, it's gonna be haters. It's gonna be people that don't like what you're doing. So what's a way, minus malevolent intent? We just talking about the common everyday folk of Wakanda, because these are the people that be complaining about when T'Challa's off with the Avengers. These are the people that be complaining when T'Challa's off with the Fantastic Four. These are the people that be complaining when he doing Ultimates and Illuminati and all kind of stuff like that. You supposed to just sit on this throne and be our king and rule us. Well, what are we gonna do with that? Plus, from a storytelling standpoint, his story is cyclical. Okay? Tell me you don't see this pattern. T'Challa either kicks it with or forms a super team. Issues with the throne. He unalives some kind of way. Something. He comes back. You don't see him again for a long time. Cycle repeats. Joins or associates with or forms a super team. That's his cycle. That's his cycle for the past 60 years. Tell me I'm wrong. So the first thing we got to do to make him A-list is break that damn cycle. Name me another character in comic history that's a king that has this many damn uprisings with his kingdom. This many problems with his kingdom. This many people saying we don't want your family on the throne no more. I'll wait. I mean, the Markovs might come close, but he don't even want to rule Markovia. So I feel like that's the first part. We don't want to have to keep going over and 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 over, like Marshawn Lynch say. Let's let the Golden City and all of its issues and shortcomings and prejudices be static for a while. As far as, even if it's not idyllic, let it at least be content for a time. Because when the first becomes the last, we thought it would be a little more unification, which would create more peace, not the damn opposite. And cyclically. Can he create, if not a lasting peace and contentment amongst the citizens of Wakanda, can we at least get a period of time, 50, 60 years? Can him and Aurora kids be born and we not have no more issues? That's kind of what I'm looking for. That's the first thing that's going to break that cycle. We don't keep having these political issues. I get it, he's a king, but damn. Can we make the political issues not be something where the throne's at stake? All I'm saying, we done that to death. I don't need no more challenge day. Maybe we can see challenge day once or twice in an annual or something like that. But you ain't got to keep reminding me about challenge day. I must finna be the one writing it. Yeah. Quiet is kept. I already have, but it's a different character, but same circumstance. My whole thought about it is the reason I'm going through all of this is, and a lot of people don't want to hear it, and it's some hard shit to take. They don't want the Black Panther to be an A-list character. Plain simple. Because after 60 years, oh my goodness. How long they been making Flash comics? How long they been making Green Lantern comics? We ain't even gonna talk about Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all that. That's all I'm asking. That's all we want. And that's why, because we celebrate this character. And speaking of celebrating, it's the 60th anniversary of the Black Panther. I hear what you're saying, brother Theo. Low key, Eve and Cheryl gave us stories where the crown wasn't at risk. Yes, and you enjoy that more. That's what I'm saying. I agree. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Oh, Black Panther, you in here. Thanks for pulling up. And that's my whole thing with it, y'all, is can I see Black Panther in something else? I mean, you don't have to give me no Buffalo Soldier. But I mean, you could or take me down that Mr. Little and Zonda road. It don't have to be like that. I mean, Marvel Knights. If you could give me a nice steady dose of Marvel Knight type shit, cool. I'm with that. If you can give me something where otherworldly, extra dimensional, you know what I'm saying? We already know he dealing with, supernatural entities and situations. Let's delve into that. Put him over there with Doctor Strange or Dr. Voodoo or somebody and let him do that. And then keep us on the intergalactic scene. All that. Give me all that. You telling me you wouldn't buy it. You telling me it wouldn't sell. Hard as they thirsting everybody, you know what I'm saying, that ask for something remotely related to the Black Panther. Oh, here, we're going to give you the 60th anniversary that. Anyway. It's time to pull out the Mexico, y'all. You seeing action figures. And you ain't seen action figures until you seen the action figure. Mexico, aka the action figures you spend money on. Straight up. You ain't getting no money. If you can catch one on eBay, maybe you might get lucky and catch one on eBay on the cheap. This wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't cheap either. You know what? I can take it out. I can take it out. Pause. Pull it on out here for you and let you see what I'm working with. That ain't come out right. But you know what? In the immortal words of my friend T'Challa, I don't care. Boom. This is what you get. That's a mezcal right there. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? What you say, Theo? He said, I got one mezcal. One. And it is a beautiful mezcal, sir. And I'm kind of jelly. But that's another project for another day. That uniform is cloth, by the way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about mezcal. Them joints be made out of actual clothy material that's put on an action figure. You know what I mean? So got great articulation in them. That's a mezcal, baby. It'll run you some. It'll run you some bills. It'll run. It'll run you a little something. Okay, if you ain't saving up for it, it's gonna set you back. I can tell you that right now. There you go. Got the shield. I think I showed this before. I've showed it before, but and he's got the Azagai. And of course, a head sculpt without the mask. You say what you say, Kamoyo? Oh no, that's Theo. He said that's low key gotta be your go-to for all Black Panther photos going forward. You know what? I might pop this baby out this weekend because I do got some videos I plans on shooting, and they are Black Panther, or not all, but some. But yeah, I have three mezcals. I have this one, I have Bishop, and I have John Wick. So how we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling out there? An unmasked head sculpt of a black action figure? Yeah, that can't be a Marvel. No. Mezco said we all about the paper over here on this side. If it gets paper, we gonna make it. And sure enough, that's how Mezco do it. And there's a couple more. You know, I want that Dr. Doom. What did I just say? I want that that Mezco Dr. Doom has the most accessories I have seen of any action figure ever. I'm gonna say that again. That Dr. Doom from Mezco has the most accessories I have seen on any action figure ever. We talking spell book, goblet, gun, jetpack, 3, 4, 5 different kind of energy blasts, lightning, I mean electricity, and and then like the sorcery with the magic, with the glyphs, and bruh, did 2 different old school Doom face, new school Doom face, scarred up Doom face, bruh. Most accessories ever. I mean that. He said that's D-boy money. Nah. You just gotta be a shrewd boy. That's all it is. You can come. I almost okay. I'm going to say pause in advance. I'm pulling out the 12-inch. Yeah, my Mezco bishop is up there in the same place as the Black Panther. I got 2 more, but some of y'all that done rock with me, because there you go. Boom. Now that's a Titan for you, my friend. That is a Titan for you. Thing I like about this, it's not like you can get your regular like 12-inch action figures, and they don't have this level of posability. You see what I'm saying? It's very extremely posable. You see what I'm saying? Extremely posable. And what you say? Marvel Legends they'll make a head for a black action figure, but he gonna have to be a great big one. So at least I know it's nice and firm in the slot, in the image of Brother Chad. And we can just hear pop. And it don't go on as loud. That's the weird part. And then we just make it. Hey, everyone is shooting at me. Let me put my helmet on. Hey, everyone is shooting at me. See, that's disrespectful. You ain't supposed to disrespect the king like that. So there you go. That's good stuff. This version too comes with an ESSA guy. Oh yeah. Like I said, I ain't Miss Ty. You know what I'm saying? But I got a few things. I got a few things in the collection, baby. Please believe. Just I ain't bragging, I'm sharing, cause boy. Yeah, so what else we got over here? Say I ain't just over here. I ain't just over here play pimping. I'm pimping for real pimping. 100 all day, every day. Got to get mine, keep mine, baby. I'm going 270s. Yep. Marvel Legends. They said, let's make as much money as we can off of this black fella. And make Skrill they did. Huh. And I like to show you I like to show folks the you ain't up on this type thing. Not to brag, but just like my man say, I'm gonna have to get him one day. Give you something to shoot for. You know what I mean? Give you a little something to shoot for. It's here, it's tangible, it's touchable. That the gamer verse, manga version, Black Panther. You dig? Let's break that baby out the box. This would do real good. Because I was supposed to have been putting a paint job on it to make it into the space armor. Bruh. You know what I like? Have you ever owned a like manga action figure? Their joints move so smoothly. You don't hear no in it. You know, they just and it's so flexible. You think you're gonna break the damn things, man. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, twist it, turn it up a little bit, give it a little bit of touchations, and you know, and yeah. So that's the that's you look at that all around. That is a beautiful thing, ain't it? That is a beautiful thing. You want one of these here, you got to send off some box tops. Oh geez, know what I'm talking about when I say that. Oh my goodness, man. Got the spurs and everything. I'm like, Black Panther, you never look so good, baby. You never look so good. You look beautiful. You look right beautiful. Yeah, so that's how we rocking with that one. Juju got the boo band. I hit you with some. Boy, you ain't up on this. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, it happened once or twice, bro. Everybody got something everybody else ain't got. Them just the facts. And we here to celebrate it. We ain't here to hate it. I ain't hating on nobody for nothing they got. And I ain't hating on no, and I ain't clowning nobody for what they don't got. But like I said, need a little something to shoot for. That's all. What else? Did y'all ever see? Did y'all ever see this, the big? Did I ever show you the big zombie Funko? The Black Panther zombie Funko? It's how big. Damn, I got all this shit. I thought I had to buy that. I ain't have to buy that. I own one. Good Lord. See, I gotta do an inventory. Put you up. Hang on, y'all. I got to move some things around here. Get this big baby down because it's worth it. It's one of them things you sit a whole bunch of stuff on top of and it becomes like a centerpiece. So yeah, I know a lot of people got this. It ain't, this ain't really a you ain't up on things. It's just more of a to add it to your repertoire. You know what I mean? So that's how big this Joker is. Oh, so yeah. That's why I pulled it out. That's why I pulled it out. Because I know you're like, whoa, hey, ho, I got that. Yeah. You've never seen that. Yeah. It's been around a while. It's been around a while. A good while. But yeah. This is how I do it, y'all. I mean, now you tell me, is this more of a celebration than what they doing for the character they created? No, or I might be jumping the gun. This is January. I might be jumping the gun just a little bit, but I don't think so. Because look, like I said, look what they did in 22 with Luke Cage. Luke Cage got what in 22? That was 50 years, dog. Luke Cage didn't get nothing. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna play in a comic, but you ain't give me nothing. You understand? You ain't give me nothing. And that's just me saying, this is just my way of saying, you know, it's just my way of saying this is a character I like, and this is how I feel about it. And I ain't just gonna throw you a comic book and then just be like, keep it pushing. And it ain't even, focusing on the character you claim you given the 60th anniversary to. Why? Why would you do that? I ain't trying to be scathing, but I mean, yeah, y'all playing. Why? Why you think people keep saying why y'all playing? Because it's like, bruh, we see feet to the flame, bro. Feet to the flame. That's how I feel about it. If CB Zabowski, Kevin Feige, whoever, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call out names. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of BP Funkos, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them back there. And I also have my Peach Momoko. Let's cause see, this how hard I go with action figures. What you know about that? Remember him? Do you even remember him? Who is he? Who is he? Boy, I do this here. I don't be playing. I don't play nothing, man. I quit playing a long time ago. Oh, also, bam! Ha ha! Yeah. I put a shock to your system. Yeah, baby. That's what we doing. That's what we doing out here. That's what we doing out here. Um, I'm gonna balance it. I'm good. See a Koye on the top? Probably can't now. I got Panthers and shit back here. Yeah, I saw an Addy about this because see, see the correlation. His claws can tear through anything. I'm surprised I ain't had to put no batteries in that. It still works. Cool. I know Clay wants the ball. Come here. Okay. You know what? I'll put Clay right there, Clay. Yeah. Yeah. What the Panther gonna do? Put you up there. Sorry, girl. And then we do that. Put Panthers in place. Hey, that was alliteration. Putting Panthers in place. All right, y'all. This is what we doing. I want everybody that's in it because I'm known for my participation. So this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to participate. And this is going to be my question. And this is what we're going to send off with. Tell me your favorite moment in a comic of Black Panther. Something Black Panther did in a comic, something Black Panther said in a comic, just something you thought was just like, oh, that's my guy, that's my guy, that's my guy. That's why I F's with you. What was that moment for you? I mean, I know there's so many, but if you had to narrow it down to one, which one would that be for you? Did you ever figure out who this was yet? You had to Google it, didn't you? See, that's my thing. People like me, y'all gonna be coming to me and Theo when the grid go down and you need some entertainment and you need some stories and you need to remember some things. When the system crash, you still gonna need good old fashioned entertainment. You're gonna need good old fashioned griots. Oh, by the way, Mattel, they action figures stand so well. Oh, oh my. Agamotto? Oh no, no. This action figure right here, my brother. This action figure right here. This here is a DC character. Mattel made a lot of DC multiverse figures. I know some people don't like they thin legs. But overall, they're pretty decent figures. I mean, the points of articulation don't go that deep. But anyway, this character is called the Golden Pharaoh. Was part of the Superpowers team back in the late 80s. Showed up in the comic. Energy Blast, and it says he has the power or something of the Pharaoh, some shit. I just thought it was an interesting. It's purple. and it's like, you know, when you hold it up to the light, you can see through it. But yeah, what was that moment you say? That the T'Challa's moment that just made you go, that's why I F's with you, guy. That's why you my dude. He said Golden Pharaoh, Lord, how many centuries ago? um, he is not an actual pharaoh per se, but he's an archaeologist that got blasted by a beam of light. I think it came from Apocalypse or somewhere, and it gave him powers. And he carries a staff, but I don't have the staff. I got staffs. I could give him any staff, but I want him to have his staff. But if people are like, oh, I'll sell it, they say, well, it's on sale on eBay for $14. I ain't paying no $14 for no damn accessory. Period. But anyway, again, this is about T'Challa. Kamayo said, I like when T'Challa low-key hacked the Kree Skrull Alliance and told them so as he and the Avengers were flying over to their ship. Also, when he whipped Tony after Tony came after him with the armor designed to defeat him. Enemy of the State too, yeah. Oh, how long ago was Golden Pharaoh? Whenever Mattel held the contract to DC Multiverse characters. So 2000, late 2000s, early 2010s. Yeah, about around that. Oh, defining moment for me, as I said, you complete me. when he had the Phoenix Force and he kicked Wolverine in the nuts. when he kicked Wolverine in the cobblers, as Captain America said to him. He said, I don't want to mess with a guy that's willing to kick Wolverine in the cobblers. Jason Aaron put some respect on his name during that Avengers run. I absolutely cannot hate. Oh, and shouts out to Jason Aaron. Y'all better get up on this Dynamite. They dropping issue 1, Thundar the Barbarian, written by Jason Aaron. You have been told. When he made the Silver Surfer almost tap out. See Wakanda and die. I mean, that was probably T'Challa at his finest too. Was see Wakanda and die. Oh, I'm holding up scroll heads. This is what happened to anybody that want to slide through here. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? He had the vibranium grill. Man, you know how he felt. He owed Logan that. Yeah. Man, a bunch of times over, he owed that to Logan, man. Logan, he want to crash out. I'm going to show you what happened when you crash out with me. Black Panther say, I can't remember the full details, but it was a one shot by Andrea DeVito when T'Challa took omega-3 villains by himself. Okay. 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 Oh, and we talking about taking people out. The what were they? The supremacists. When he took out the supremacists, Dolo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dennis Cowan did the art. Shouts out to Dennis Cowan. Woo woo. Dennis Cowan did the art on that 4-story shorty short. I like that one. I like it. Yeah, it's so many. When he had Heroes Reborn. Yeah. Yeah. He can keep up with speedsters. Something else. We ain't talk about that. Nobody said nothing about that. He was keeping up with the blur. But whatever. Is that what he calling himself now? He got so many now where he don't want to call himself after somebody taking a PP no more. So he came up with a cooler name. But yeah. Cause I'm trying to be nice. Hey, what? Hey. Okay. This ain't nothing but a celebration. Having a good time. Celebrate. Good time. Come on. Do. I ain't. We ain't gonna do that. They'll probably say something about that. Oh, you were using freedom again. Black Panther activity. Oh, question. If they asked him, whose aid do you think he would come to first? Matthew Murdoch, Steve Rogers, or Reed Richards? Now, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay too. But again, if you just walked in the door, if they contacted him, whose aid would he come to first? Matt Murdock, Steve Rogers, or Reed Richards? First of all, which one of them mugs ever rarely calls T'Challa for help is what you got to think about. I didn't understand that. This is all over it tonight. That's what you got. At least in my mind, that's how I'm looking at it. If I'm looking at somebody needing the Black Panthers aid, who you gonna come? Who you gonna get at first? Because he's done great things for all three of those guys. You know, things they could not even begin to pay him back for. So we know he good for it. So let me say what's that? What Kamaya say? Reed, then Steve, then Matt. I guess there's two ways to look at it. If in order for Reed Richards to be for me to come, it got to be something on a cosmic level. It got to be something just that, like if he called and was like, "Hey, you want to come over and go over some of these physics theories?" Versus Matt telling him something like, "Hey, I'm fighting the hand. We getting ready to go over here and smash up their headquarters. You want to come with me? Sock up some hand ninja." And then Steve, he Avengers. You know what I'm saying? He Avengers. If it's just regular Avenger business, I get to y'all. At least that's how I feel. You know, he would take it. But yeah, probably Reed first. And then at one point, didn't he say Reed was his best friend? Or the Black Panther is Reed's best friend. No, Reed's best friend Ben Green. You can have two best friends, can't you? What's wrong with having two best? That's my best friend too. He my dog though. We can talk about physics, you know. Kamayo say Steve is usual Avenger stuff. Matt is if he happened to be in town. If Reed calls shit done went bad. If Reed calling and saying I need your help, it done went way left. If Reed calling like, yeah, T'Challa, I need I need your help with a little something. Yeah. That's the way I look at it too. If Mr. Smartass gonna call you for some help, it gotta be all the way left. It gotta be. So yeah, I feel like Reed would be at the top of that list. And I feel like him and Matt and Steve are interchangeable because I feel like Matt more so, you know, because I agreed to patrol your neighborhood for you. I don't know. Is that a bigger favor than me giving you a shield that can beat the shit out of everybody? I don't know. Oh. He said Kamaya said he can sub in other heroes to deal with the other two. Ain't no substitutions with Reed. No, most likely they are not. He say Reed is his brother. His brother, man. Said my boy Ronald is like Reed. If he called me, I know something done. That's how it is. That's how it is with my brother. My brother Leonard. He don't ever call about it. If he called me like, hey man, I need you to do that. It's serious. Hey little brother, let me talk to you for a second. Yeah, if he calling me, yeah, same. It done went way left. But hey, y'all, if y'all are just pulling up, we are having a Black Panther 60th anniversary show, and we are conversating about, speaking on, and in my case, displaying all things Black Panther. You know what I mean? Well, looky there. How could I have forgotten that? But I showed y'all that last week. I showed y'all back Black Vulcan last week. But I was not doing that so that I could show you Black Vulcan. But I did show you Black Vulcan. But again, that's not why I was doing it. I was doing it because I wanted to show you Diaz. You can see that, right? Well, There. That's what it looked like. And that is apparently just mentioned Marvel Knights. That's off the cover of Marvel Knights. Put him back. Mattel figures stand up really well. That is one thing I will give them. They stand up well. But yeah. Oh yeah. Something else I was thinking about. Why would you want to allow drugs in Wakanda? Now, what I'm talking about, what I'm hearkening back to, is the story Panther's Prey, which is about Solomon Prey. Like I told you, who was I talking to? Anyway, he's an expatriate. Yeah, we were reading the book. He genetically grew bat wings out of his back and claws, and he got like senses where he could smell and hear and taste better and that type of thing. But there was this girl that thought T'Challa wanted to get with her, and she felt slighted, so she went to this Solomon Prey dude, and they was all freaky on each other, and she like, oh, let me lick your wings and all this type of stuff. And bruh, I'm telling you, so it was weird. It was like a real grown folks type situation kind of book. I think I got mine over here. Yeah, mine's over here. But I did videos on Panther's Prey, the storyline, and that's the storyline where they come right out with it with Taku and Horatio. Weird thing. And Taku got on this like tight vixen looking outfit, man, and it's just like, okay, I ain't no Taku's getting down like that. You know what I mean? All right, bro. I celebrate you if that's where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they was out with it like, yeah, you my boo, I'm your boo, you my boo, I'm your boo. You know what I'm saying? It was like out there. So I'm like, okay, all right, we breaking barriers, we going all over the top, all over the place. But basically, Solomon Prey, I guess, brought like crack, like crack cocaine into Wakanda, bro. And I'm like, okay, so Wakanda ain't no different than Baltimore or Chicago or Kansas City, or you know what I'm saying? Just crack and crackheads in Wakanda. But you notice with a king, you can get rid of a drug problem a whole lot easier than you can if you like got a whole bunch of people legislating and talking about it. I ain't saying the monarchy's better. I'm just saying it's a lot of stuff you could get done if it didn't have to be put before a committee. Come on, you'll say, what the was Taku wearing? He was on, bruh. I got that, man. I'm like, what are they doing that? Why we got this? But you know what? That was Dwayne and Don McGregor. Dwayne Turner and Don McGregor. Don McGregor know how to spin that yarn. I guess he was on his freaky shit when he when he did that jump. Because there's I think it's like issue 3. T'Challa creep up in Monica Lynn's apartment and get the, you know what I'm saying, grabbing at her and touching her and licking on her, and they just went old, and at the same time the teapot overflowed or something. I'm like, this comic book is nasty. They are doing nasty things. Because Solomon Prey and that chick, they was doing stuff I think like 3 different times. They did some stuff. Oh, do it to me now, and I'm like, what was Tom McGregor thinking about? He must have got him some and was like, I'm gonna write a story about this shit, and just it has real erotic energy to it, and the way it's drawn, and black women and they curve and the booties and the pow and the cacao, and it's just like, this book nasty. Am I buying comic books or soft porn? What's really going on? But I enjoy an edgy story just as much as the next guy. When we talk about the Panthers, when we talk about Panther's Rage and Panther's Quest and Panther's Prey, we very rarely ever talk about Panther's Prey. You know what I'm saying? Because Panther's Rage had Killmonger in it. So we're going to remember Killmonger because Killmonger is like his everlasting nemesis. Then Panther's Quest, that was all about Ramonda. And we can't keep Ramonda's name out of our mouth in one name way or another. So what Panther's Prey got to make us remember it? Or is it maybe we trying to push Panther's Prey underneath and not say nothing to nobody? Like, yeah, Panther's Prey. Yeah. Hey, how about that Panther's Rage? Wasn't that a classic story? Yes, didn't you enjoy those adventures with Somber and Salamander Cruel? And bruh, tell me about Panther's Prey. Well, yes. Bruh. Say it was Red Band before Red Band. Facts. Facts. Because, bruh, when Solomon Prey got it, woo, did he ever get it? He was, I don't see why in Wakanda. I guess we just have to make peace with the fact that there's dinosaurs in Wakanda. Second story we done seen with some dinosaurs in it. So, but it's beautiful Afrocentric imagery. Those images are so beautifully depicted, man, that it looks like art. It has a very artistic look and feel. Don't get it twisted. It got the tempo of a comic book, but the art. I mean, even there's a scene where Cantu is lighting up a pipe. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole where and it's like, bruh, that's the whole point. So it's the art. If nothing else, the art. And then, like I told you, for all the erotica, you know what I'm saying, that's in it. But other than that, man, it's a good read. And I feel like Solomon Prey don't have to be dead. He was too good of a villain to just off. Bring him back. Bring him back with another mutation. Maybe his wings regenerate. Maybe somebody could. We got technology. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff we got in comics. Ain't a resurrection altar. Why he got to be one and done? He was and he was an intelligent guy, and he had, you know what I'm saying? So why he got to be one and done? That would be a very, very good nemesis to put him up against. You know, and Solomon Prey was strategizing and planning just like how our boy does it. You know what I mean? So, and he would be a refreshing change of pace from Eric Killmonger. Let Solomon Prey rock that main nemesis slot for a while, and see how he could twist and turn things and get him, you know, going. And that's another way to break that cycle. Problem with the throne, problem with the throne, problem with the throne. We always orbiting around that. I get it. He's a king. So's Aquaman. So's Dr. Doom. I ain't saying solve your problem like Dr. Doom solved his problem, but advanced technology can mean a lot of things. I'm just saying. I ain't telling you to do nothing to nobody's mind. You know what I'm saying? You don't take away nobody's free will, but there's ways to make sure stuff gets done in an advanced society. I'm just saying. You know? You ain't happy. What you ain't happy about? If y'all ain't happy because I'm away and not on the throne, I'm sorry, you gonna be unhappy. Sit your unhappy ass down somewhere. I'm T'Challa. That's how I get down. That's what I'm gonna do. Deal with it. But if you got some other problem, I am at your service. And that's how that should be. Because that's always the problem. So because you wasn't here, you know, or you brought this outsider to you know, a same old shit. Same. Can we have a different issue going on? Besides making Wakandans sound like freaking haters? Be happy for your king. Look where you live, opposed to everybody else, you ungrateful asses. You know? Just saying. If I lived in a dome and I knew wasn't nothing penetrating this mug and we could eat and be merry, what you say? King T'Challa, King T'Challa, King T'Challa, keep it popping. We looking for reasons to be mad at the king. I ain't no Steven, you know what I'm saying? But why can't we be happy for the king? He want to be an Avenger. We got a king who's an Avenger. At least that's how I would look at it. Like going to the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? So we're happy for you, my king. Could a king play in the NFL if he wanted to play in the NFL? Can you not be royalty? You know what I'm saying? Could Harry's boy play in the NFL or in a soccer league or something if he wanted to? No, he's the king. He can't do that. I don't know. Maybe I'll chat GPT that and find out. So because the way I feel about it, it's like, you know, that's how the Avengers is. It's like you join law enforcement, but you join law enforcement at the highest level of law enforcement. You enforcing the law all across the galaxy, the universe, everything, you know, through the multiverse, all that shit, you know. So what you want to happen? You want these Europeans to go out into the multiverse and change things that might possibly impact Wakanda, or allow me, your king, to be a part of this organization. Think about it. That's basically what they looking at. Multiversal threats out there. Don't you want someone at the forefront that represents you? Stop being so selfish, Wakandans. He's your king, but he's a hero. And y'all can say y'all the only people that got a king that wielded the Infinity Gauntlet. Ain't no other kings wielded the Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos, well, at first he wasn't no king. The Black Panther always been a king. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think we did the damn thing tonight, y'all. Y'all pulled up, y'all showed up and showed out, and I deeply, there's more people in here than I thought it was gonna be. Look at y'all, look, give yourself a hand for pulling up in mass tonight. Thank you. So I see now with my eyes and my analytics that you people actually care about what goes on with this IP. And for showing that with your actions and not just with empty words, I appreciate y'all. If you rock with me, nation, I always appreciate y'all. But for everybody falling in from all walks and talks and shapes and sizes, thank you for pulling up tonight, man. I appreciate it, man. Let's keep the buzz and conversation going about this character, y'all, and show them, man. We ain't come here. We ain't here for play. You know what I'm saying? It's honestly, if you think I'm pushing a narrative by saying, if you don't want to give me what I want, I'm not being selfish. I want you to give me what I'm asking for in the spirit of that character. I'm not asking you to go out of your way. I want $1 billion production. I ain't ask for no shit like that. I just ask for you to display this character in a respectful, canonic way, like you respect the other characters that you portray in your movies in a respectful, canonic way. You know, don't play fast and loose with the material because he's like that. And don't play fast and loose with the material because you think you are God's gift to the Black Panther. Know what we talking about. Y'all stay vigilant. Y'all stay consistent. I see y'all out there in the trenches, baby. Keep swinging. I say thank you for pulling up and celebrating with me. Catch me and Theo tomorrow night. We're gonna be doing Friday Vibe, and hopefully it will remain a vibe and not a crash out. I'm smiling though. I'm smiling. I know how to act good. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I'll be coming at you with another one of the other ones. And until I do, y'all be good to each other. Peace.